Welcome to the Lads AM podcast, a show for those late night ramblings you only get when the rest of the world is asleep. This show is available in both podcast and Let's Play form. Check out our social media to find out how to listen the way you want to. Tonight, we are playing What's up, Dawson?
I was up with the intro last week,
What do you mean?
or this most recent episode.
What
What was that?
Wait,
I completely forgot about it.
oh, no, I haven't seen it. Wait, fill me in.
It was just a sheep on fire, and like some music in the background and the baby crying. I opened. I was like, "What? What is he? Is he done with the podcast now? Is he done? Is this his way of announcing it?"
Welcome
No,
to
one
Portugal.
That's a real tonal change. I feel.
No, so that video
Oh jeez.
of the fire was actually posted by Rob.
Oh, it's that video.
The one Rob, you posted. They did like a burning of Christmas trees.
Oh yeah.
So what I did was I put the sheep being burned on a stake in the middle of that fire.
Oh.
Put some dramatic music behind it, and had audio of a baby crying.
I thought it was so
that's
weird.
fun.
I was like, "Okay, this is an odd choice. Okay, now there's a baby crying."
All right.
It was weird,
I think I need to
but it
press.
was- but it was just
Go mini map.
it was just something I thought of.
Okay.
And honestly, I've completely forgotten about it until you asked. Just like, what do you mean? Like, did I mess something up? Like, was the audio wrong? What's he talking about? Oh no, I just got a little unhinged for a little bit. That's okay.
Okay, that's fair. So that was a video of Christmas trees being burned down?
Yeah, the town we were in did like a Christmas burning,
Oh,
a
that's
Christmas
funny.
tree burning, and I went
So-
to it just because it was like a minute from my street, a minute from my house.
Oh. Odd. It's funny because I remember I was at work when you posted that in Discord. I think you guys were playing Minecraft when you posted that video. Or maybe Overwatch. I don't know. That's the only two games we play.
Mhm.
I jokingly thought I was going to say, oh, dude,
Oh,
Minecraft's going
jeez.
crazy, I guess. But I didn't know what that fire was, so I just saw like a big old fire in a big crowd. I was like, huh, that's weird. And then as I was leaving the store, lock up, I saw our newspapers. That's where we keep them. And I saw one saying that, like, an apartment building burned down in our city,
Oh no!
and I was like, was Robert there and recorded it? I guess.
Oh, I have to drive to the depot? Oh shit. Well, this is not gonna be legal.
Oh God.
I bet none of it matters. But yeah, I thought
Yeah.
that's what it was. I didn't realize there was just two different fires in 2 different days.
Very different. One
Yeah.
totally controlled. One intentional.
One very much not.
One not very much not intentional.
Funny enough, both set by the same person though.
Oh, that's just
That's
crazy.
that's inside job right there.
That's one way of getting
No.
away with it.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad to know it caused as much confusion as I thought it would have.
Yeah.
Because normally what would happen is we would have talked about it. We would have talked about the trees kept being caught on fire during the podcast, so at least there'd be some connection there.
Right.
But we didn't do that.
You brought
But
it
I
up
still
this way.
wanted. But I still wanted to do that. I still wanted to put the sheep on fire as though it was being sacrificed to an evil god.
That's definitely what it looked like.
Sacrifice.
Yeah, nice.
Boy, speaking of things looking like things,
Oh, no
this
kidding.
game controls a
Things
lot
look like
harder
things.
than it looks.
No, it looks like you're doing fine, man. From my perspective, this looks super easy. That's all I'm saying.
When I close
I
my
don't-
eyes, I have an audioless that's receptive.
How do I go backwards?
Yeah, no,
Oh.
listen, we can do this training. We'll just close our eyes.
Now I understand why you don't drive.
Oh, I definitely feel immersed. Let's see. Let's look at this map. Mm-hmm.
I don't have the appropriate. Well, I need a.
Yeah.
Something
what
that
do we want? What do we want to transport? Ice cream.
yeah.
Yes.
All
I
right.
like,
I guess we'll go to Barcelona.
Don't worry, Dustin. We'll get there. We'll get to the podcast eventually.
Eventually, we'll get there eventually.
We'll get there eventually.
I like another thing you did. This was a while ago, but you one day you wrote in a description, "Hey, does anybody even read these? Let me know." And then after I assume you got no response, you started not doing descriptions anymore.
Oh yeah,
You haven't done a description.
yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. On it,
I
I
was like,
think.
"Well, that's hilarious."
Yeah, man, no one's letting me know. What do you remember? What video that was? 'Cause that was a while ago.
I can pull it up real quick. I can just look at
That was
Spotify.
That was a while ago
Yeah, it was a real
that I did that. Yeah, I also just like didn't think they were like, especially on Spotify, like that one. I didn't really feel like they needed them,
Yeah, that one.
or they weren't really helping at all. Because really, all I was doing before was like, we talk about X things, but then I started not remembering what we were talking about. So I'm like, you know what? Who cares?
Episode 6. Anyone actually read these? Let me know.
Episode
7,
6?
Nothing. And nothing for the rest of the time.
Okay, so if I'm going.
Well, thanks, Dustin. Now I have to start doing them again.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah,
There's
sorry, I
so
read them.
many camera options.
Oh my
That
god.
was an audio listener.
There's none when you're an audio listener.
Dude, this is gonna take me time, alright? So I'm gonna.
You might be able to focus if you stop talking.
I want to be part of the podcast, too.
Yeah, okay.
Have we always done like a Christmas tree burning thing, or is that like a new thing this year? I've never heard of that before.
It was, from my understanding, it's a thing that has been done in the past, but they haven't done it in a while because of COVID.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
That seems
But
like
I
fun.
may be wrong on that.
Was it the state? Was it the state or the state? Blah. Was it the city that did it, or was like it some like
Oh, it
was
was
it the
the
farm
city.
itself?
It was the, I think it was the recreation department.
Okay.
Same one that I used to work for.
Because our mayor's really trying out there, guys.
Is he?
Yeah,
Trying what?
he's trying to make our city a better place.
Make it great again?
Almost trying to make it great again.
But not in that way.
Because not in that way.
Yeah.
Because we've had the same mayor for a while now. And when I
For
worked
a little while, yeah.
when I worked in the TV station, I would hear him talk all the time. Because I would go to all like the events that he was at, and I've had to put a lav on the mayor a couple times.
Ah, nice.
And I remember that one thing while editing all the video, just hearing the mayor talk a lot, he always said he wants to revitalize the downtown. And that's the platform he's been running on this whole time, is he wants the downtown to be like downtown.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. No. Oh. I said it again. No.
Oh, I'm going 20
Oh, yeah.
above the speed limit.
But he like wants our downtown to be more, walkable. He wants it he wants it to be like, a bustling place of commerce and community.
Yeah.
And
As
he should be, and he's done that by adding restaurants down there.
Mm-hmm.
And that's pretty much it. But he would always say the phrase "revitalize the downtown," and it ended up becoming a meme amongst like the people that worked at the TV station, because it was like "revitalize the downtown, revitalize the downtown." All he would say, "We're not just a cut through." It's like, yes, it is. We 100% is. Like that's all we treat it as. Trust me, I live there. I live next to downtown. There's nothing to do down there.
You are practically in downtown.
The
Yeah,
only reason I ever go downtown is my bank.
exactly.
Oh, and
Or
my
like
dentist.
one of like
And my dentist.
And your dentist?
Yeah.
And his dentist.
Where you go? And your dentist? You go to the dentist, buddy?
Yes.
I haven't been to the
Crazy.
dentist in years.
Matt!
I haven't been to the dentist in a couple of years.
Matt, you need to go see a dentist.
The last time I went to the doctor's like a week ago was like the first day. It was like the first time I went for a physical, and like they said the last time I was there was 2019.
That's not the healthiest, but I also had a couple year break from the doctor, so I understand that.
Yeah.
Well, like the dentist.
You'll be fine.
I'd make a
Fine.
dentist appointment soon.
Yeah, okay, buddy. Will do.
I'm just saying I would.
I would.
Don't want to lose your
I don't
teeth.
wanna. Nah.
Hey, Matt, do you see?
Whoa! That guy just went fast.
I'm having trouble here. Can you find the person who asked?
What did you say?
wait. Let me see.
I'm looking.
Oh wait, there he is. He's right over there. I see him.
Oh, over there.
Yeah, that guy waving right over there. the one with the T-shirt that says "I asked" on it. Yeah, it's that guy. Love that
thanks,
guy.
Guys.
Love that guy. Wait, wasn't he talking about me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, that was a did. Wait.
I was coming to your defense because you didn't ask.
Wait, I'm confused. Who are we?
Wait, now I'm confused.
Wait,
I'm
who was
confused.
that towards? Wait, Dustin, who was the who asked? Who was that towards?
To Robert.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Oh, it was to
That's why I
Rob-
was offended.
Oh, I thought it was to me.
No.
I thought
For saying
you
that I-
were bullying me for saying that the guy sped past me.
So did I. And then he said that guy. I was like, that's a weird way to make this joke. go.
Oh, I thought you were talking about me.
Oh my goodness, not everything's about
saying
you, man.
saying I haven't been to the doctor. And I thought you were like, who asked?
No.
And then I was like, no, that guy is the guy who asked me right over there.
Well, that's why I thought Dustin said who asked, and you're like, oh, definitely the guy over there. I'm like, thanks,
Robert-
Matt, asshole.
That's not what I thought it was. And then Rob was like, thanks, guys. And I'm like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. That's not what I thought was going on.
Dude, we're so good.
Dude.
Comedy specialist over here.
Hey. Hey, I know what I'm talking about.
Sometimes.
Which of these is the... Oh, there's the fuel. Okay.
So typically what you do is you put your hands on 10 and 2. And I'm currently not seeing any hands at all. So this is a problem.
Yeah.
I don't want, I don't want to be a backseat
Typically, you
driver.
also don't go 40 kilometers over the speed limit.
Well, I've never seen a kilometer in my life, so I wouldn't know.
Justin,
I don't.
I have an important question.
I have an important answer, I guess.
All right. Which temperature scale makes more sense? Fahrenheit or Celsius?
Fahrenheit.
See, I told you.
And you articulate a
Dude.
better reason than Matt could.
He's gonna say the exact same reason I said. I guarantee it.
If he does, I'm going to
Having
be
a
upset.
scale that's 0 means really, really cold and 100 means really, really hot makes more sense than 0 means kind of cold and 100 means dead.
Exactly. Oh, Dustin, you don't know how happy I was when he said I'm gonna ask Dustin this on the podcast, because I knew 100% we would be on the same page,
Makes more
and
sense
he
than-
would look like a fool.
Like, cold from
Oh,
a
look,
person is different from cold from another person.
Yeah, but the two,
Yeah, but 100
on the
degrees
scale of
Celsius is
Z,
kind of dead for
0
everyone.
degrees is when temperature, and Celsius 0 is when water freezes. That's
Yeah,
just
so what?
Yeah.
fact.
Yeah, it is.
How many times?
Who
Oh
cares?
yeah, okay.
I'm not a
How
bottle
many
of water.
times a
I'm a human.
day? Yeah, how many times a day do you experience temperature when you go outside, Rob?
What?
How many days when you go outside? How many times when you go outside do you experience temperature?
What? All
The
the
answer-
time?
All the time. Now, would you say you do that more or less than boil water? Do you don't answer my question, Rob? Do you experience temperature more or less than you boil water?
I'm gonna crash this truck if I'm not paying attention. I would say experience the outside temperature more, yes.
So who gives a shit if the scale is 0 to 100 for boiling and freezing water?
But here's the thing, okay?
You're a human being who experiences temperature, and that's why Fahrenheit makes more
But
sense.
hear me out, okay? Let's just say for a second, that there is a different temperature scale that is the exact same as Fahrenheit, but everything is just -10, okay? So 32 Fahrenheit is 22 this new temperature scale, right?
Sure.
You can make the same exact argument.
No, I can't.
No.
Why
I
not?
can't.
Because it'd be negative
It's
10
not-
to 90. The
Yeah,
What do
it's
you
not
mean
0 to
it'd be
100.
negative 10 to 90?
Because I think 0 in Fahrenheit makes more sense than the 0 in that one.
0 in Fahrenheit isn't a significant temperature.
Cold.
Yes, it is. It's really cold.
So
And it's about-
so it's 1 degree Fahrenheit and -1 degree Fahrenheit. That's
Yeah.
also really
Yeah.
cold.
Yeah, it is really cold.
So 0 is meaningless.
No, it's not, because it's 0. It's the smallest it could be.
If I
It
had
was
a
minus
temperature
negatives.
scale that is 1 degree higher, then it basically functions the exact same as Fahrenheit.
You are saying something that just makes no sense, but you're just like grasping at straws
I'm
here.
not. It makes perfect sense to me.
No, because 0 to 100,
No, why are
Right?
we 0 to 100?
because it's how it feels. It's if it's
Matt, do
0.
you wait for the temperature to get to 100 before you say it's hot?
No, of course not. I'm saying that is when it starts to get way too hot, and 0 is when it starts to
I would
get
argue
way
it
too
starts to get
cold.
way too hot at 90. And I would
But this-
argue it starts to get way too cold at 10.
But you're not understanding that 0 to 100 is just a good scale, because that's how we scale everything from 0 to 100. We don't have a D90, do we? We have a D100,
Mhm.
because 0 to 100 makes sense. The same way that we rate things on a scale of 1 to 10. I could say, oh, how was that movie? Oh, a 2 out of a 13. You would look at me like a crazy person if I said that. But because that's not the scale we normally use. 0 to 100 just makes sense.
Yeah, I think that's really all I
You're-
need,
you're-
just for it to make sense.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be like a factual thing for it to be
You're
better or not.
you're leaving out the context of the fact that we're people who, or maybe you know what, Dustin? Maybe
Here-
maybe we feel,
Can
but
I
maybe he
let me
doesn't.
try to articulate my issue here, okay?
Your
Because
your
I feel like my issue. I feel like we're having separate arguments here. If I'm being honest,
I don't think so. I don't think
Let's
so.
hear them out.
All
Let's
right,
hear him out. Fine.
You're making a temperature scale, okay?
Making a temperature scale.
You want to. You can make it however you want, okay?
We're gonna call them
Okay.
Dusties.
How do you define? How do you define that temperature scale?
How do I define it?
Yes, like.
What do you mean?
Well, like, for example, if I take a thermometer out and I measure the temperature of something, whether it's Fahrenheit or Celsius, it gives me a number, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
So you're making your own thing, right?
Okay.
Okay.
So,
So
the thing
think about how warm your room is right now. What number do you give that and why?
What number do I give it?
So, like, if you were just saying right off the top of your head, what number would you give the temperature of your room? What would you give it?
Right now? Well, I'd say I'm pretty balanced. I'm pretty even.
So
I'm not too hot,
50?
not too cold. So I'd say like 50.
Okay, so how much warmer would your room need to get, in your opinion, for it to go to 51?
roughly 1.
That's not an answer. Roughly
Like,
one
what-
what?
Of his
Like
scale.
one like now I'd feel like slightly warmer.
Okay,
And yeah,
but isn't
If-
the point when you feel slightly warmer going to be different than every other person?
yeah, that's why we don't have all our own scale, dude.
Right.
So we have
So
Fahrenheit.
where is the basis for Fahrenheit? What makes Fahrenheit apply to every single person?
Because when it's hot, because when it's like, because we're all people
I can
that
tell you
are, because
Celsius, 0 is when water freezes. Everyone agrees at the point of water freezes. And we just
Yeah, but
assume
who
that the
cares?
number 0.
Why does
Because
that
why
make
does that
the
matter?
Fahrenheit system works. The Fahrenheit system was created by giving that number arbitrarily 32 and the boiling point arbitrarily 212.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's arbitrary.
So
yeah. But if I say water freezes at 32 Fahrenheit, everyone also agrees on that.
Because one person arbitrarily made that decision, though.
So, yeah, sure.
So it's dumb.
I just don't
You're-
really see
you're
the
not-
problem with that.
Yeah, I don't see the problem with that.
Temperature scale, then fuck it.
What you're doing is you're ignoring what we're saying. You're actively ignoring what we're saying, because we're saying that it's based on feeling. That on a scale that 1 to 100, a pretty common thing to scale things on, if not 1 to 10, if they're say they're the same thing. We're saying that 0 being at the bottom is incredibly cold for humans, or how we normally feel, because we're all humans that pretty much exist at what you're comfortable in is different from like what you're like, because we're all humans that exist at relatively the same like body temperature. We experience, whether you're used to it or not, can be based on different people. That's why you have people that wear like full sweatpants and jackets in California when it's like 60 degrees. Sure, that's different, but still 0 degrees being the coldest that it really can get. Like, you don't see Fahrenheit temperatures much slower than 0 in most places. 0 degrees outside tells me that it is probably going to be the coldest it's going to go. And honestly, you really don't feel that much of a difference between 0 and -4. Because it's just so cold. Same thing with 100. You tell me it's 100 degrees, that's pretty much 100 and 105 are pretty much the same. It's about how it feels.
The amount that it feels hot or cool is different depending on the person. It's different depending on where you live. For example, someone in Alaska, if it gets to 50 or 60 degrees, that might be warm for them. For someone in Florida, that's going to be cold.
Didn't I literally just say that, Dustin?
The game's telling me I should rest. I should.
Okay.
I just crashed.
Yeah, you're hung up on this idea that it's not exact 1-to-1 for every person, but it generalized 100 degrees is very hot out and 0 is very cold out. And that's just because you're not, because the body is going to, that's when it's going to be like way too hot to be outside or way too cold to be outside.
I'm very curious if this is going to be another argument or if we can agree on something. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to using yards and feet versus meters, like assuming you weren't born in the U.S., assuming both were foreign concepts to you, which one would make more sense?
Yards and meters.
Why?
Well, because we exist on like base 10, so it makes sense.
Yards and Wait.
You mean?
No, I said yards and meters.
Yeah, that's why I was like, wait, what?
Oh, I didn't even hear that.
Yeah,
I said
a second.
I realized in my head that I meant not yards. I said yards.
Okay, so you're saying meters does make more sense. Okay, at least we can agree on that.
In a place where, like, again, where I'm assuming I wasn't born anywhere, I would say meters are better. But I'm also not going to be one of those people who just say America should switch, because for me, it would mean nothing.
Yeah, it'd be the same thing.
I'll be one of those people. America should switch.
There's no reason for it.
Actually, there's one very important reason. And the reason is that 100% of pretty much all scientific and mathematics uses the metric system.
Yeah.
Oh,
And you know what?
Wouldn't it-
Nerds are really good.
wouldn't-
Nerds are really good at learning both systems.
Right, but-
they're the only people that are going to use it.
but I'm not saying that we should like switch it. Like, oh, tomorrow we're all gonna just start using the metric system. I'm not saying that. That would be insane. But you can gradually do it over the course of like 30 years.
Like, why should we though?
Why
Yeah.
should we? Because that way there are kids in high school who do not know the metric system.
That's
So,
more because of schooling.
wouldn't it make sense to just like we're the only country that doesn't use the metric system? So
Yeah.
wouldn't it make sense to just like Matt, you were talking about how we should all have a worldwide currency. Wouldn't it make sense to have a worldwide system of measurements?
That was not a legitimate thing I was saying.
Well, you know what I mean though.
Yeah, but
Like we're the only
Yeah.
ones who pretty much don't use it.
yeah.
So
makes
wouldn't
sense.
it make
Sure.
sense to like, go with
Yeah,
the
Eventually,
flow?
gradually go to it. Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, it's totally
sure.
a personal
It
thing
would
for me
make
because like I can't visualize a mile. I also can't visualize a kilometer. So that's
Well, yeah,
that's
and
more
once you
my
get to
reason
bigger
for
things,
not
it's
caring.
harder. But I mean, if you
But
can
overall, I
visualize
guess
a
it would be
me-
better if we just
if
did
you
the
can
same.
visualize a meter, then just visualize 1,000 of them, and that's a kilometer.
I can't visualize a meter.
Like, yeah, it doesn't help if you can't
Even-
visualize the first.
Even if I could, I couldn't visualize 1,000 of it. I don't think. I
That's
can't visualize
beautiful.
anything really. I mean,
Yo,
very seldom.
You go like, okay, you know what? If it's like, if you tell me like, okay, Torbjorn's primary fire falls off after this distance, I'd be like, and then let's say it falls off after 10 meters, and then you're like, okay, but Lucio's boop, extends out to 5 meters. I can tell you that 100%. That makes sense to me. And because when they use meters and stuff to describe like game stats, I have that on lock. I get that totally.
Yeah.
In real life, no idea.
Dude, I measure everything in me's.
That's sick.
Like
Yeah.
when during the pandemic, when everyone was like, "Oh, you gotta be 6 feet apart. You gotta be 6 feet apart." I was like, "Okay, if I were to
That's
lay
1 meter.
down in front of this person,
Oh my god.
I would roughly be right here."
You know what I
Like,
you know
That's
what
the
I
only
do
concept of
something.
measurement I have. I had to imagine how far if I lie down. I guess that
You know
proves how
what,
awful feet and yards are.
right. Yeah, you know what? Because that makes more sense.
Drives using
know what I do?
this camera.
You know what I do in D&D?
What do you
Why?
do?
If it's really big and I'm having difficulty figuring out how big it is, horizontal, football fields, vertical, Empire State Building.
Yeah, you do that. Every time we're thinking,
that's all I
how high
need.
are they? And you're like, okay, the state Empire
Oh.
State Building is.
Is this high? And I'd say they're about half one of those, which is really high. And honestly, in my head, the Empire State Building goes from 0 to really high. 5 to 105 because that's completely normal scale to use in my head. Yeah, and then football fields are just, is this more than a football field? Is this 2 football fields? Is it half of a football field?
Mhm.
Okay, yeah. Equally as arbitrary.
I
And it makes sense to me.
I just don't like the arbitrariness of it. That's all.
I think,
got preferences.
I just think it's crazy because I knew Dustin would say the exact same thing that I did.
That
And he
happens.
never fails me.
I feel like I'm not crazy though. Like I feel like
necessarily.
there's
Just brainwashed.
definitely people who would agree with me, and I'm not even
Sure.
talking like outside of America.
Yeah, I'm not saying there isn't. There's a lot of people probably agree with you. I just disagree
Probably.
with them as well.
I mean,
What I'm
I don't
saying
know.
is crazy is what lengths in theory you go for to disprove these things.
Well, I mean,
Is what I think is crazy.
we are recording a podcast that promotes discussion to a certain point.
Content, baby.
Content baby.
Matt, you don't
You
understand.
know-
This is about to be the truth bomb of Rob
Right.
the Gamer 115. You ready?
Truth bomb. Okay, go ahead.
Learned
Yo, play the graphic.
8 years ago when I first started streaming. You ready?
No.
Controversy sells. I know, shocker. So if you just get irrationally angry and just start yelling and spouting nonsense, it gets people to listen.
Yeah.
That being said, I don't just make shit up. I genuinely believe what I do, but I definitely
He's outing
don't
himself.
as big of an issue as I do because of that.
He's outing himself for having ridiculous takes, and that's the first thing we can agree on. We agree on that.
I have the take.
We agree on it.
I'm just saying I blew it out of proportion on purpose.
Yeah. He's outing how much he doesn't actually care about anything.
Oh yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I couldn't care less.
Lame.
You talked about how Matt brought up how usually it's us two agreeing with each other against Robert.
It does happen, but sometimes one of you will agree with me.
I can only think of 2 times where it was Robert and I versus Matt. And one of those times... oh, no, wait. I can only think of one, actually. I was getting it mixed up.
Well, what's the one time?
We were discussing whether or not Reddit was a social media platform. And then Matt...
I forget. What did I say? Yes?
You and I said no, and Matt was saying yes. And Matt used... You used a Robert-esque example to try to prove your point, which was saying that 2 people reading newspapers next to each other also counts as social media.
I think I do recall that, and I thought that was kind of silly.
2 people next to each other counts as social media.
You said 2 people next to each other reading the newspaper counts as social media. In the same way that like Twitter or Facebook or Reddit in your case is.
2 people.
When was this conversation? I remember this conversation, but when did this conversation originate?
Like early last year. We were doing Power Wash Simulator.
I think you have to like rewind. You have to like. Not like no one at the time at the time of being on a trolley full of men in coats all reading the newspaper at the same time. None of them are going to consider it that. But I think if you kind of look at it if you look at it like now, it kind of makes sense, or at least follows a similar theme, a similar like concept. I think I genuinely don't even remember.
No, I mean,
I
that's
don't remember
fair.
saying that.
Again, it was like 1 a.m. or we were just arguing. Not even arguing.
But I would still say that Reddit is a social media.
I was kind of siding with no, but I'm still really in a gray area. The reason I said no was because one time someone asked me to describe Reddit because never heard of it, and I said, "Oh, it's like another social media site," and that just felt wrong to me.
Here's the thing, okay? I do remember this conversation, and I do remember at the time saying no, it's not. I think I changed my mind now.
Well, dang.
Dude, I must have done a really good job.
Well, no, I think
I'll take credit for that.
I think it's because since last year I've started using Reddit.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. So you're telling me that you were saying that while not really using Reddit.
I mean, I could say Facebook was a social media thing, and I've never used Facebook.
Makes a good point.
But I don't know. I
like I said, it's a real gray area for me. I don't feel like it's a social media account site, but I can't really perfectly explain why I don't think so.
The issue is that it basically becomes a slippery slope argument, because let's say you have a situation where you say it's a social media site because 2 people are talking to each other, right? Well, then
yes.
Wikipedia could be a social media site. Because there are forums where you talk about the changes that you make in Wikipedia. And that's certainly not social media.
Okay.
That one would only do Lisbon.
Why is that your definition of social media, though?
Well, how would you define social media?
Social media is a place, an online space, to, like between whether it's like a website or an app or something, where there are users that create content, and then there are people that share that and consume it. Because that's literally what social media is. It is media. Media is being shared around. Ideas, stories, whatever is being shared around. And then there are people that either form communities around it or participate in the creation of that media or participate in the discussion of that media in essentially what is, a network, social network, good movie. Also, fuck Mark Zuckerberg, but I'll get on that later. But that is what social media is, and that's why Reddit applies.
Okay.
What you're talking about is what you just said. It has like a peer-to-peer connection. That is a messenger or a forum board. But I guess a forum would also count. But you're like WhatsApp isn't a social media. Now, if you make a group chat, if you make a big group chat, maybe you're blending into it a little bit. But like a peer-to-peer just connection isn't social media. If Discord was just what we have it as it is right now, what we're using it for talking, and like that's really it, that's like a messenger. But you have but I would say you could make the argument that Discord is a social media because you have community discords.
Right.
You have discords that are around fans, which is really just what a lot of people use. A lot of people use Discord for the same reason they use Reddit, in a very similar way. Fan discords and a subreddit are essentially the same thing, except one is way better organized and the other one is Reddit.
Yeah.
Yeah, like so that's why Reddit applies.
You might have turned me around too.
Oh, let me go this way. Shit.
Yeah, I think
I know that.
When you don't say stupid things like two people reading a newspaper next to each other's social media, you kind of make good points.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I obviously I don't remember saying that, but I mean,
I remember that.
It's a similar. I mean, it is kind of a similar, not so much two people, but like two people. If like you have like the image of like a bunch of people on a trolley, all reading the newspaper at the same time, and then they all put the newspaper down and start discussing it. That's really where Reddit is. And then pointing at one guy being like, I agree with you. That's giving Reddit karma. But that's just trying to force the analogy onto it.
Yeah. There's a different time where Matt and I agreeing with each other, and Robert was, of us three, was the lone one. There were other people there too that agree with Robert, but for the sake of us, that's how it was. And at one point, I said something. I don't know if I want to say it because then it's going to be a whole new thing. But at one point,
I mean, you might as well say it. You basically danced around it.
Is when we argued about the cardinal directions. North, south, east.
Oh, giving the cardinal directions as directions?
Yes, and how Matt and I were trying to argue that if you were to say go east, it should make sense to you that they meant right.
Yeah, no, yeah. I don't
remember what I said, but I was saying something in defense of us. And then Robert went, exactly, Dustin, thank you.
You did do that. I do remember this.
I was like,
and it was
okay,
not it.
I was like, okay, I'm gonna step back. I'm gonna step back. I don't know whose side I'm on anymore.
All I was saying,
just to put into context. I was just gonna explain what the argument was.
Yeah.
Okay. No. I guess I won't explain what the argument was for the listeners.
No, because they'll understand when I say it. All I was saying was that if you just say that, assume the direction you're facing is north.
Okay.
I can say go north, and that means forward.
But you literally are, as you just said, you're assuming you're facing north. So yes, I agree with you. If you're facing north.
No, I'm literally not. I'm literally not. I am saying.
Didn't he just say assume you're facing north?
No.
No. You're miss.
Again.
I say that us. I am saying. I'm not saying assume a northward position.
Okay.
That is not what I'm saying.
You're saying assume
I am not saying I'm not
facing is north. Okay.
Is that what I said?
It is what you said. I misunderstood. I'm admitting I misunderstood. Carry on.
God. Oh my God.
Well, to be fair, the way you said it was a little ambiguous.
No, it's not.
I think it was.
No, yeah, you're ridiculous.
Assume you're facing north.
Assume that I didn't say. I said assume the direction that you are facing is north.
I want to hear an English teacher explain to me what they would interpret that sentence as, because I feel like they
interpret blue curtains as depression. They don't count. They're not real people. They're English teachers. No, what I said, if you're in a room that is completely empty and you have no sense, you have no idea where you are. I knocked you out, tied you up, and brought you into this room. And all I'm saying is assume the position. I am saying assume the direction that you are facing is north. I could then tell you to head north, and you would know that that meant to walk forward, because I just told you the direction you're facing is north.
Matt,
it doesn't matter if I'm lying or not. It doesn't matter if I check the sun or not.
So I'm
telling you to operate under that information.
I'm just double checking. So if you look at the screen right now, you would tell me, Rob, keep going north.
No, I didn't tell you that.
Oh, why not? I'm going straight.
He's saying in this vacuum of a scenario.
Yeah.
We don't live in a vacuum of a scenario. If you're giving someone directions, then they're
I never said that. I never said that.
In a vacuum scenario.
The reason I'm saying no right now is because I know you're following a map, and that would throw you off if I said something if I was giving you direction. I know it would throw you off because you genuinely need the cardinal directions right now. But like Dustin
you could just
said,
say go straight.
I could.
Right, so you could say go straight right now, and that would make sense. But if you say go north right now, it would make absolutely no sense.
Yeah, sure.
Right, because I'm driving.
Yes.
So in what situation, you can say in a vacuum, in what real world situation would it make sense to tell someone to go north and that mean just straight, regardless of the direction you're facing?
That doesn't matter.
It kind of does.
It doesn't, because what I'm saying is you
just spent time saying the Celsius system makes no sense.
And I was right. No, what you're doing is you're taking this thing that I said.
You are just as stubborn as I am.
You are taking this thing that I said, and you are saying,
I'm sorry, Dustin, I made it into a thing.
And you're saying that even though, what I am saying is correct, if you apply it to real life, it doesn't make sense. That you are doing that. You are the one that is making it not make sense because you're applying it to things that it would not make sense in.
But
that doesn't
Matt,
that doesn't mean the original thing I said was wrong.
And
you're hung up on this idea that it needs to be applied to real life.
All right. Let me ask you this, okay? I will agree with you that in a vacuum situation, yeah, sure, it can make sense. My issue is that when this argument was originally brought up, it wasn't in a vacuum situation, and you still made this argument. Because when this originally was brought up, I remember reading something online where someone said someone was giving them directions somewhere and told them to go north. That wasn't a vacuum situation. They were driving. And they got confused because the person said north. And so the whole argument stems from a not theoretical thing, but very much someone giving directions.
Okay, sure.
So in
I
that
can't tell you-
situation, would it make sense to say north? It sounds like now you were saying no. Because it's not a theoretical situation.
Right.
I can't tell you exactly why I said it. I
It has
know
been
what
like 2 years.
I know what you're telling me, and I know what makes what I. Yeah, and if I said, Rob, get rid of the mini map on your screen right now, and don't even dare look at the sun, just assume you're going north. And then I said, okay.
If you specify,
and now
assume you're going north, then sure, that's fine. But you gotta say that assumption. You can't. That assumption's not implied.
No.
Yes,
If I
and
have
roll.
the mini map and you just said, Rob, go west, I'm not gonna know what you mean. If you say, Rob, assume you're going north right now, go west, then I know you mean take a left.
I don't know.
Like, you can state that assumption, that's fine. I'm just saying that assumption's not implied.
I know it's not.
But the original argument was that it was implied that you're always facing north.
There was. Oh. See, now I'm confused again.
Was it apply that I was? I'm not saying that you're assume you're always facing north. Assume you're all just at all times you're facing north. That's not how that. That's not how that. That's not how that works. If I guess the only time that would work is if you were in a situation where you're in a situation where you have no way of telling the cardinal directions, and you're given a position, and you're given a scenario where you are in no way able to tell what directions you are in, but you are given directions on which way to go that are northwest south. Like if it says like if you find a map and the map is like giving you directions and it says 40 paces north, you have no way of telling the cardinal directions, but you found the map oriented in this direction, then sure. Maybe.
What?
If it says
dug that map up facing any direction.
I'm saying it was, you don't. First of all, you dig up chests. You don't dig up maps. Dude.
Okay, you know what I mean, though.
Okay, it's a podium that's firmly fixed to the ground. Does that make it easier for you to understand?
I mean,
if you're I'm saying that if what I'm saying, or I don't know, maybe what I was saying, or what I'm saying now, is that if there is that you can still use the cardinal directions, even if you can't tell what they actually are, because if you orient yourself that you are facing north, you can then understand what someone says by west, east, and south.
All right. Can I ask? Can I ask one question, then we can move on? Okay.
Please.
You put this exact situation in D&D. Okay. There's a podium. Sure. There's a map. Map says go a mile north. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
From where you are, go 1 mile north. Okay. Yeah. Would you go a mile straight, or would you do some sort of a check to determine which direction is north?
I would say.
There's always modifiers.
Can I? True. I might just try to seduce the podium. No. No. Okay. I am put into this situation in Dungeons and Dragons. I say, Mr. DM, can I try to figure out what direction is north? And they say the sun has been gone. And they said that survival check. And then they say, well, actually, no, the sun's been gone for 1 million years, and there's nothing around to indicate anything. And I'd be like, okay.
All right.
I'm going to assume that I'm going north.
Still first try to determine which direction's north.
Yeah.
So your first impulse is to find the actual direction of north, not to assume that going straight is north.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay.
Because I didn't create the situation.
Okay.
Gotta be honest, lads, my head's spinning.
Dude, he just asks questions that he knows I'll agree with because they're different from what I'm saying. I'm saying that I could take a piece. I could put a piece of paper. I could have glasses, and I could put a big N on them.
Whoa.
And then wake up. Well, no, that'd be
careful.
Well, actually, I wrote. Well, the first one I wrote three.
Oh, shit. How do I do wipers?
But I write them backwards so that people can read it. No.
I don't know how to turn my wipers on.
Be a man. Keep driving.
Yeah, fuck off. Yeah, come on. Be a man. Keep driving.
On the horn.
Driving the rain with no wipers. Be a man.
On the horn.
Remember those TikToks?
Be a man. Yeah, I love that. Be a man. It's always supposed to be.
Matt doesn't even have a license in real life.
Dude, I was thinking about that.
Yeah?
I think about that a lot.
Yeah?
Be a man or the no license thing?
I'm assuming the no license. But go
The license. The no license thing.
Okay.
And just how much I hate when people say, "Oh, you will just go get your license." Like, you're how old? Go get your license. Like, I hate that having a license seems like this thing that everyone has to do and is essential to living.
I mean, it's a necessary evil, I feel like.
I mean, that's what I would say. Yeah, okay. Our cities were built horribly.
Oh yeah,
and
no.
Public public transportation can't be improved because of capitalism.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah, but I'm saying that, but people that don't understand that are like, "Oh, you got to get your license. How haven't you gotten your license yet?" They don't understand that they're just an entity that was fed a lie, that was conditioned the exact way that people wanted them to be conditioned, and now they're furthering that. Like, people don't realize that driving isn't a right. You don't have the right to drive because it can be taken away. If the government can take it away, it's not a right.
I mean, you're right.
See, but people treat it like it is. But people treat it like it
Matt,
is.
I feel like you're way overthinking this.
No, I don't think I'm overthinking it. I think I'm thinking it further than people that just accept it.
As you said, whether we like it or not, and I think all of us are in agreement that we don't like it.
Yes.
Our cities are built with the assumption that you drive.
Yeah.
Now, there are two possibilities that you can do. Option one is you deal with it, say, whatever, man, just go with the flow and get a license. Or option two is you take the high road. And you are more than welcome to take the high road. I will not question you for that. And I thank you for taking the high road. That's good on you. But you have to admit that because of it, life is harder. And so naturally, people are going to say, well, why are you taking the high road? It would be so much easier if you got your license.
No, it's because people don't prompt it like that. Or at least the people I'm talking about aren't the people that prompt it like that. The people that are understanding of that. It's the people that see something negative about it.
Yeah.
They see, you're taking public transportation. It's because you're lazy. You don't want the responsibility of owning a car. You don't want to have to go through the difficulty that I had to go through and take
that is
driving.
Not orange.
And taking that is totally off.
What?
Yeah, no, there is something being applied to the color that's not being shown in the color.
Yeah,
spectrum.
what?
That's not correct.
You're gonna have to weigh. You're gonna have to do like
I'm gonna have to go way darker. Wait, there's two colors? Or no, that's
the
old one.
The bottom. Yeah, I would go even maybe a little red, or maybe just slightly. Yeah, I would just make it as saturated as possible, and it should give you something.
Let's go like that.
No, but yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not talking about people that are willing to have a conversation with me about, hey, Matt, your life would be a lot easier if you just got your license. That's not who I'm talking about. I'm talking about people that think that you have to get
The
that
Scott
are
thing.
Yeah, I'll
have-
agree with you. Those people are assholes.
yeah, that you
Okay.
have to,
Okay. Yeah,
or
I'll
that
agree
there's
with you on that.
something, or there's something that's wrong with not get, or like that would like, and be like, and also just be completely ignorant of the fact that owning a car, that cars are luxury items, and a lot of people don't understand that. And even that $2,000 beat up that you bought in high school, hypothetically, like
Yeah.
that is still a luxury item, and people don't notice. People don't recognize that. It is a luxury that you own that thing. Like for someone to be like, "Oh, you should get it. You should get your license and buy a car," and then turn around and be like, "Oh no, it was great because I had this car that was I had my grandmother isn't driving anymore, and she had this car fully paid off, and it's just sitting in one of my family's garages." Like they don't understand like that. There's like that's like privilege that that their family had that, and they don't know. They don't like they don't, and that's, I don't know. That's just what's been bugging me, because
Yeah.
I keep seeing that I keep seeing the TikToks that are like, "You're 24 years old, get your license," and I'm like, "Bitch, you want to buy me a car? You want to? Okay, so the time I'm gonna. Okay, so either you're
mean-
gonna like, are you gonna like do? Hey, are you gonna edit the podcast while I learn how to drive in my free time? I didn't think you're gonna do that. Like,
That being said, you don't need your own car to get your license.
it's that's why I said you do have to learn how to drive to get a license, which is another
Yes,
example.
but typically you could borrow someone's car. Like, you know that, like, if you wanted to learn how to drive, I would let you borrow my car. I'm sure Dustin will let you borrow his.
I mean, you guys have offered before.
Yeah, like,
well,
there are
not borrow your car,
options.
but
This is a-
yeah, no, there are options, and I know there are options, but it's also like, okay, it's like like when someone's like, this learn how to drive, and I'm like, okay, well, let's see, how would I do that? I would have to schedule out time to do that, which doesn't work with my work schedule at all. But then my day's off, but then the stuff I get done on my days off I wouldn't be able to do. But to them, they already have their license, and they got it when they were a stupid little teenager and had all the free
Yeah.
time in the world.
There's
And they don't recognize that.
Yeah, they don't understand that they literally got it when it's built for you to get it.
Yeah, and that's the only time that it's built for you to get it. This is a sidewalk route, by the way. Just so you know.
I know it's wide
Yeah,
because
it's
it's a
about the
very,
podcast,
very
not the
walkable
gameplay.
city.
Yeah, we don't live here. We don't live here.
Yeah, edit that out.
What you say?
Edit that out.
Edit what out?
That whole conversation about the sidewalk.
Why?
Robert said it. It's about the podcast, not the gameplay. Edit it out.
Yeah, we'll get to the podcast eventually.
Can I ask you something, Robert?
If it's about my driving, no.
Don't worry, it's not.
Okay, go on.
While you guys were in Minecraft yesterday, you posted something in general. It says, "Hi 1.2, Can has studio, visible hi world, KFX
Oh,
spy."
I said
Oh,
I said the
yeah,
exact
yeah.
same thing.
Okay. I was having a conversation with George about funny programming languages that exist.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the programming languages that I mentioned is called LOL code or LOL code. And that is an actual program in LOL code.
Okay. I
So,
just
yeah,
got
It
a
does.
LOL
I just
code
got a
does
is
read
funny.
notification, and I didn't see that it was in general, so I just assumed you were like being very vague for the topics channel. So I was trying to figure out, like, what could that even? What is he trying to say? What's his plan for this week? What does any of that mean? And then I went to Discord, like, oh, he's here. Still doesn't
It's
make
like,
sense.
oh,
but-
there's. I joined Discord like immediately after he posted that. I'm like, what is this 2007 Can I Has cheeseburger bullshit that you just put in my Discord chat? Did you?
I'm breaking my own rule. You murdered that man.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Dude, this game is not easy.
So,
Oh,
you just debunked it.
Guys, you don't understand.
We're on the run.
You don't understand. I just learned that this truck is a stick shift.
Oh God.
Run.
Oh,
Have you guys?
I
Very funny.
forgot
I couldn't hold it
about
anymore. And I had to
it.
talk about it.
This is a little morbid, but have you ever seen the people that recreate dash cam crash videos in Roblox?
No.
No.
Oh God! So they take dash cam
Oh,
footage
no.
of horrendous car accidents,
Mm-hmm.
and then they recreate it in Roblox and play the original audio under it.
That's brutal.
It's awful
Why am I not backing up? What the fuck?
because
is
you're
going
sleepy,
on?
man.
Backing
No.
up.
Because you're sleepy, man. Look at all those Z's.
Why?
Okay, wait. I can help you out here. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So assume you're facing north.
Oh my god.
Go south. Don't look at the sun. The sun's not out. You
Why
can't
am
figure it out.
Why am I
Close
driving?
out.
Wait, why am I suddenly driving it so slow?
You're in a vacuum.
Are
It's
you
really
out?
dusty in here.
Are you already fuel?
No. Yes. Maybe?
Wow. How?
Wait. Where's
No, I
your
Yes.
tank?
No.
Oh
I'm
no,
full.
he's at half. Yeah,
I'm
he's got
out
half.
of the
That
tank.
should be good.
Oh yeah.
What are those things
Oh,
on the right side though?
um,
They're empty, or are those empty, or
I'm not sure. All I know is I
Can
pulled
you-
over to sleep and now I can't drive.
Oh, because you're asleep.
No.
You can't drive in your sleep, silly.
No. I slept and then it fast forwarded. And then I was like, oh, you ended your first day.
Can you drive forward?
No. Like, this is me trying to drive forward.
Dude. I thought I didn't know how to drive.
so?
I could get out of here.
I couldn't. We're playing
No.
a truck game. I used to work at a trucking place. And
Oh,
remember one of the truck? Oh, it's not that. Unless you want me to get into it, but
is it not? Okay.
if you want to get into it, I can get into it after. But
No, keep going.
remember one of the truck drivers told me kind of a funny thing about in North Carolina, there's this bridge, and drivers call it either 11-8 or the can opener.
Oh my god.
I'm aware. I'm
Wait.
aware.
Oh, you know about it?
Oh, I love this bridge, dude.
Just because so many truck drivers just constantly drive into this bridge and just completely ruin their trailer and get it ripped open.
Yeah, because they ignore it and they put there are signs everywhere.
There are signs
Hey,
everywhere.
Hey, I figured out the problem. I had the emergency brake off.
You don't do that.
Nice.
Turns out, I thought space was like, brake. No. That's like emergency brake.
Yeah, no, you can watch you can just watch clips of that bridge on YouTube
yeah.
for like hours.
I forgot to
And it's great.
I remember I was talking to him about. I was like, "Why does that happen? It's so famous as a nickname. Like, how do they keep running into it?" And he's like, "This is gonna sound really stupid, but some truck drivers don't know how to do their truck so well."
That's insane.
It is insane. His explanation was a lot of people who are driving there are like the truck drivers, at least they're like countrywide drivers. So, that going like across the country and stuff, going long distances.
Uh-huh.
Well, they don't have to maneuver anything really. They're just going straight.
Yep.
That's all they ever do. So when they get to a point where like once you've seen that first sign saying, "Hey, you're heading to the can opener," and it's kind of thing where like, I don't know how to turn this thing around too well. So it's kind of
That's
oh,
insane.
maybe it won't affect me. Oh, it does.
That is insane. Oh my god.
Going back to the
I could do that.
Going back to the Roblox conversation, though, or I shouldn't say the Roblox conversation, but now you said that they were recreating the dash cam footage.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Fun fact: I now own a dash cam.
Yo.
Nice.
Yeah, so anytime you're in my car, just know that you are being recorded.
Why?
Why?
I'm gonna-
Insurance?
Because I didn't turn the audio off.
No, I mean, like, why'd you get a dash cam?
Oh, for a number of reasons. For one, probably the biggest one is just because if you see some cool shit, wouldn't you want to get it on video?
I agree.
That's honestly the
Content
biggest
pause.
reason. The second reason being that if I was in some sort of a car crash, it could potentially help me out, prove that I'm not liable.
It is
Yeah.
smart. I'm gonna flip off your dash cam every chance I get.
Dude, I'm gonna crash into this oil truck.
Ooh, that's the worst truck to crash into.
Yeah, you don't say.
Really?
So
Really, Dustin?
So I haven't want to said this, but I'm heading the direction I don't want to be going, but I just don't know if I can turn around.
You can't. You're
Dude!
you drive
what are you
long
saying?
distances. You don't maneuver a lot. You gotta go straight. That's all you know how to do.
No. Like I don't know like where I can get on the other. Oh my god, dude! Don't sneak up on me like that. I don't know where I can like change to the other side, and I don't. Y'all weren't happy with me driving on the sidewalk. I'm sure you wouldn't be thrilled if I'm driving the wrong side of the highway.
Hey, I don't care.
Oh, okay. Well, in
Hey,
that
whatever,
case,
whatever gets. Wait, we got ice cream in the back. We gotta get there.
No. We're not doing a job currently.
Oh, we're not.
No, I couldn't find where to pick up a job in.
Lisboa.
Yeah, I think that's
Lisboa.
Portuguese for Lisbon.
Yes,
Because
it is.
we're heading back towards Lisbon right now.
Is that Portuguese for lesbian?
Nope.
That's the capital. Oh, I got a ticket for speeding. Damn it.
By who?
You know, the officer that was there. It's all right. I'm
Who
about to get a
reported you?
ticket for much worse.
Dude, imagine.
Dude, all right, you ready for this expertise? Watch this shit. We're gonna go.
Deja vu. I have been in this place before.
Alright.
Oh, never mind.
All right, let's go.
Nice. Let's go. Baby Driver 2. Yeah.
Wonder how many tickets I'm gonna get for this.
So
So, Mark Zuckerberg.
Mhm.
Calling out Mark Zuckerberg. I know you're listening.
Okay,
know
yeah,
you're
I'm
an
just
advocate
curious
for
where you
the
wanted to go with
podcast.
this. Go on.
Fix your goddamn website, dude. Because I have gotten, like, in the past, like, couple weeks, I think I've gotten, like, a total of, like, 10 or 11 emails saying that there has been a weird login from a completely different location
it's the same
to
guy
my
who got
Facebook
banned.
account. Honestly, luckily, it's always like we stopped it. We didn't let them in.
Yeah.
Well,
But I keep changing my password, and it keeps happening. And I'm like, bro,
Matt, did
Stop.
you change your email password?
Yeah.
Okay.
no, I've changed all my. Typically, I just change all my passwords.
Oh, okay. Well, I was
But-
just saying they might be changing your password back or something.
I mean, if they had my email password, dude, if they get my email password, they can hack the podcast.
Oh,
Oh, no.
no!
They're gonna
Let's-
get into.
They'll steal all of our viewers. Oh shit!
Yeah, no, I change it all the time, and it keeps happening. And I'm like, bro, what the fuck? What's going on? I turned on I mean, they weren't actually getting into my account, but I turned on two-factor anyway. But the thing is, it also happened to my mom. But my mom's entire account got like taken over
Oh.
and like disabled. I think she said that it got completely taken over, but instead of it being just some random dude like Fannings, it was like ISIS or something.
Oh.
Damn.
And I'm like, dang.
I remember years ago, I had made a Facebook account for like all of like one day or whatever.
Mhm.
And then, like a year after that, it was hacked by someone who was Arabic. Because all of a sudden, I was friends with all of these Arabic names.
Yeah.
I do not know any Arabic people really. So that was interesting.
Remember one time I woke up and apparently my Spotify account someone had gotten to my Spotify account from like, I think it was like either like the Ukraine or Russia.
Nice.
And the first thing I did was I looked at my liked songs to see if they had put anything there, and they didn't. And I was honestly a little upset about it.
Dude, I've heard some good things about Ukrainian pop songs.
I thought they were gonna like make me a playlist.
That would have been
Because
cool.
that's what I would do if that's what I would do if my job was hacking people's Spotify accounts. I'd have like a funny. I'd just have a playlist of music I like.
Actually, that's
and be
a
like,
good
yo-
point. What's the benefit of ooh? Yeah, buddy, we're on the right side.
Probably just payment information.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I'd be like, here, you know what I'll do? I'll make them like Shane on Spotify.
Nice.
Nice.
I'll put Galir. I'll put a Galir playlist in there in their likes. And I'll be like, yo, check out my friend. He's really good. let's make him famous.
One time, I think someone was logged into my account at the same time as me or something. Somehow.
Mm-hmm.
I was just listening to Spotify on my phone. And I wasn't like actually like the screen was off or whatever. And then some country song I never heard of started playing. What the hell? So I go back to the song and I play the song I was listening to again. And then after like a few seconds, the country song is back on. It's like, what is? And it's just this back and forth between me and my phone of trying to play the song I wanted to play and playing that country song. It's like, am I logged in with somebody right now? What's going on?
That happened.
So I changed my logged out, changed my password, and the problem wasn't happening anymore.
It's fine.
I think I changed it to like get off my Spotify, dickhead, or something like that.
That happened there are two instances in which that happened in college, but it wasn't like some nefarious thing happening. The first one was we were in the common room, and in the common room had the circular Amazon robot because I don't want her to wake up. Alexa.
Okay, I was like,
Fuck, she heard that. How'd you hear that?
She's always listening, Matt.
Damn it.
Always listening.
Anyway, it was one of those.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the bot. It was one of those, and we were making it play just like these like ridiculous songs.
Mm-hmm.
And then our roommate, who the thing belonged to, walked out of his room and was like, "Hey, you know that plays through my Spotify." Because it wasn't playing on. It was changing it for him listening to his Spotify, and he was like, "What are you?" First, like, I'm trying to listen to you. Also, what are you making it play? And we were like, "Oh shit!" I didn't know we were doing that.
You are ruining my Spotify Wrapped.
You are honestly, dude. That's what I care about. But then that same roommate did it to me in the opposite direction, because for my advanced film project, he was doing all the audio stuff, and he was just editing on my laptop where the project was, because he was just, instead of like trying to transfer the files and all that big hassle, I was just like, I mean, we're roommates, just sit at my desk and do it on my computer. And then I had just like gone for a walk, or I was like walking to like a friend's dorm because he was using my computer. And then as I'm walking, it just starts playing like the most random music. and I knew immediately that it was him just changing it, because you can change it on the computer. Like you can change it from a different client.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like if I'm listening to it on my phone, I can change it from my computer. So he was just, and then I got back. He was like, "Oh, did you like the music I was playing?" I was like, "Yeah." Oh yeah, I heard it. It was great. We learned that thing, and then we used it to mess with each other in an affectionate way,
That's nice.
because we care about each other.
No more jobs. We're just going to Poland.
Yeah.
Let's go! I say we go to Poland as quickly as possible with as much power as possible.
Bring the walk.
Bring the what?
Walk.
Why are we bringing
A
a
walk?
walk to Poland?
Oh, come on, Matt. I thought. Sorry, the way Robert said it made me laugh. You not getting that? Okay. It was a meme. There's a song. I brought the walk to Poland, all of that stuff.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
Hey, it made me laugh. I'm more of a Yakko guy.
This is more of a Yakko joke.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
boy.
This is one of the rare moments when we have that disconnect.
I brought the wall, Poland.
What? Really?
Yeah.
Did they mean walk like the pan?
I think so.
I
Might be used
I
for
would
something.
imagine so.
Why'd they- What are they doing? They're frying rice in Poland? What are you doing,
I'll
man?
look into it. I'll do some
Why?
research.
There we go.
Why?
All right, what's our route here?
Dude, y'all want to go? Dude,
I was
Frankfurt.
gonna say
That's a hot dog.
any stops we want to make along the way to Warsaw?
London.
Okay.
Matt.
Yeah.
Get on a boat.
No, we're not going to London.
Get
No,
on a
I'm not
boat.
being oi bros.
Get on a boat.
What do you mean? There's a road that goes from London to France.
Nope.
Or not. I could have sworn there was.
Disagree.
Nope, it looks like a ferry.
Let's go to Amsterdam.
Yeah,
See how walkable it is.
Oh yeah, let's go.
So, I guess in the song, Walk is short for
Gonna have
Walkart, which is a pharmaceutical company.
That's the tank in Overwatch with the big shield.
No.
No, that's Reinhardt.
And it is famous for the production of
Is that
codeine
right?
cough syrup. So he was bringing cough syrup
Oh.
from Poland.
Oh.
Oh, like a
Is that-
drug.
I'm sure you're
Oh,
supposed
it's
to
about. Yeah, dude, it's just my throat, man. I'm sorry. Yeah, is that what lean is?
Yes. Well, lean is cough syrup and like Sprite.
Dustin, why do you know so
Where-
much about cough syrup?
Why are the kids going to? Why are the kids?
We don't
doing
need to talk
lean?
about that.
The kids doing lean anymore? I remember that was a thing.
Probably.
They're still doing it.
I'd assume so. I don't talk to kids.
That sucks.
Dude, I'll ask the kids next week. Hang on.
Yeah, yeah.
Can I
Go
ask your
in-
middle school class if they do lean?
Dude, go into class, be like, all right, so anyone have any lean on them?
Oh
Champ?
no, I brought cough syrup and Sprite to school. Hope nothing happens to it.
you put it in the front of the room. You put cough syrup and Sprite in the front of a room, and then you have a cardboard box with a stick,
And it's like a 5-foot rope attached to it.
and you're hiding behind your desk, peeking out.
For another cardboard box.
Like, And you're like, oh, I hope no. That- And then the principal walks in and it's like, what is going on here?
Look, I'm
Doing
just
my job,
saying,
sir.
kids.
Catching the
Don't
drug
do
users.
lean. Robitussin is better.
Just so we don't get totally far away from it. Earlier, when I brought up that I worked at a trucking company,
Oh yeah, you did. Oh shit.
and Matt I assume I know this story. Matt wants you to bring up. So I worked for, it was roughly 6 months. I worked there. A little longer. I worked there for too long. I'll say that. I worked for a trucking company near the city that we work at, and they deliver like gas and fuel to different gas stations and stuff. And I kind of just worked in like the building area, so I was kind of just, I said I was the bitch boy around there. 'Cause that's where
You
I
were the
was.
office bitch.
Yes, I did bitch work. They said bitch work, and I did. And one thing is, I would just clean around the office. I would like wipe stuff down with like the, the sanitizing wipes or whatever. And I was in the lunchroom, the little place where the higher ups typically have lunch, and I was wiping that down. And I knew they always watching news in there, and I guess they left it on today for just whatever reason. And I was just kind of looking at TV just because I don't know, it was never on, and it was on commercial for that news station. And it ended with One America news station. And I was like, huh. That's a stupid name. You should shorten it like the other guys. Hey, wait a second. Can I turn back around and I see it's OAN? Like, are you kidding me? They've been watching OAN this entire time? Also, at that moment, I found out people were storming the Capitol. So 2 shocks at once, really.
Oh yeah, that was the same time period.
The exact moment.
Imagine.
I'm watching it and
Like-
like, also, by the way, people are storming the Capitol right now.
It's
I
like
remember
that-
you. I remember you telling us and me immediately being like, "So, when you quitting?" Then you quit like what? 2 months later? Not even.
No, 5 months later.
Oh,
Yeah, because it was January 6th and I quit in June.
Okay.
Hey, I
I
wanted to
rem-
quit by that time. Before
Dude,
I probably
the-
watched the OAN.
the image of you seeing that it's OAN, being like, "Wow, that's OAN. That's crazy. That's easily the craziest thing I'm gonna see today." And then it's like, oh, in other news, a brave group of patriots has begun politely and peacefully protesting our nation's capital as there's a guy dressed as a Viking
It
with
truly,
Nancy
A
Pelosi's
great group
laptop.
of people have begun the preparations for Trump's second term as president.
A bunch of hey, those boys look proud. That's all I'm
By
saying.
the way, I will say, for people who don't know, OAN is like essentially Trump's news network.
well, it used to be. He kind of moved on from them.
Yeah,
He's more of
used
a-
to be.
He's more of a Newsmax guy now.
Sure.
He ditched them. He
I'm gonna
ditched
be honest,
Fox
I
and
don't
Friends.
follow Trump anymore, so.
That's fair.
Dude, Fox and Friends got too moderate for him.
OAN.
Yeah.
It was
That's crazy.
It was really fun at the time watching them try to make as many excuses as they can and somehow try to make it make sense for the January 6th at the time. Because like they kept talking about like, oh, this is totally Antifa. We have a tweet that we saw that proves it was Antifa. They never showed the tweet. But also, you can't be blaming all Trump supporters for doing this. It's just a fringe. Also, it was Antifa who did this, not Trump supporters. But
Hey.
stop blaming Trump supporters.
What's up, what? Can I not? Wait.
Oh, you didn't get your passport.
It'll cost me 52,000. I don't think
You don't have a
in Spain and Portugal,
visa.
y'all.
Well, you need money to leave?
Apparently.
Just go. What are they gonna do? Charge your bank account? Oh.
No, they'll put up the invisible wall of locks
No.
that
not
every
the
country
big
has.
wall of- not the
You
big
can't
wall
get
of
past
locks.
these locks without paying.
Guys, we live in
How'd that guy do it? There's no way that guy's rich.
guys,
Follow that guy.
we live in the Iberian Peninsula now. Shit.
Force our
You
Portugal.
Steal his money. Go steal that guy's money. He just walk through. He can pay for it.
Damn.
Yo, actually, does it cost money to walk through? Just saying.
I don't think there's a walk in this game.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying,
Yeah, I haven't
dude.
like I said, I haven't seen any cough syrup around.
Dude. Oh yeah, because I've been. Never mind.
I remember another funny
Ah.
story from when I worked there.
Yeah.
So it was around lunchtime, I think. So I was just chilling at my desk, and suddenly I hear like honking from outside, like a whole bunch of honking, which I'm kind of used to because we were right next to an intersection. And, Massachusetts drivers, so it's just always people like not turning at the red light. Everyone behind them is angry, or there's a green light, nobody's going. Whatever. There's
Yep.
always honking. But the honking here was like way more like frantic. It was like burr, 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 burr. I was like, what? Kind of, yeah. And I was like, okay, this is different. Let me. And then I hear people screaming. And I'm like, what's going on out there? So I look out there, and that's my seat. They're not really like screaming. They're more like hooting and hollering. Really, that's how I describe it.
Okay.
And they're like, the people in the passenger seat like sticking their heads out the windows and flipping my building off. I was really confused as to
Yeehaw,
Yeah, they're
partner.
they're just flipping this off
Yeah,
and
we be out here.
hooting and hollering. I was like, this
We
is.
be out here flipping off this truck stout.
And I know they were
Yeah,
aiming specifically at us because they weren't doing it before they got to our building, and they stopped doing it right after they passed our building. So that was definitely aimed towards us. And I saw they all had like flags on their car. And I saw that, they're all like, like the college age, I guess, maybe late high school. And it was just
Mhm.
during the summer, it was like graduation or something? They're like college graduate or something? Like,
What
Well,
kind
those-
of flags?
oh, I'll get to that.
Oh no.
So, there were orange flags with black crosses.
Okay.
And I was really
Orange
confused. Like,
flag.
what college could that be? Like, what school is that? Why are
I'm
these
not-
kids
yeah,
like
I'm trying to think.
flipping a soccer while they're celebrating? I was like, maybe I can Google it. It's like Google orange flag Black Cross. It's a funeral thing.
What?
It's what you put in your car when you're in a funeral line.
What?
I mean, I've seen those before, but were they the same one?
100%. Because later on, another line, not flipping us off passed by. They had the same exact flags, and I actually saw the hearse they were following.
Oh my
What?
god, dude! Dude, they're just having a good time.
I thought looking up the flag would give me answers. I just have more questions.
Just dude, I'm saying if I want my funeral to be lit, dude.
Yeah.
Nah, don't
Hey,
worry.
funeral-
At your funeral in 2 years, I will give the best speech ever.
And you'll be talking about like Matt was a hero. He took that bullet for me.
Yeah.
He ran so
He ran
far and so
5
fast to
miles
take that bullet
just
to
to
take
take
that
that
bullet for
bullet.
me. He called the gunman on his phone and told him to stop and wait for him to get there just so he could take that bullet for me. And that's why he's a true friend. And that's why I remember him here today.
When I die, can you also drive past that place of work and flip them off?
Oh, I'll drive, dude. For you, I'll drive.
Thank you. Just,
Let's flip him off.
just drive by, flip them off, say this is for Dustin.
This is for Dustin.
So I have no idea who that is by then. But,
Yeah.
the thought that counts.
Yeah, man. Can I do that to the place you work now?
I can't stop you, I guess. Yeah, my work kind of ruined D&D.
Give Dustin back. Give me my monk back.
Yeah. Yeah, I messed up our schedule. My work
I
messed
don't
up
know.
our
Well,
D&D schedule.
you didn't do. Well, you didn't do it.
I don't
No,
know
my
if you
work
guys
did.
can hear that or not, but we have blinkers now.
Nice.
Yo, big wins. We're advancing in the world.
Dude, I'm learning so much about this game. I'm gonna be ready when I play it again in another 5 years.
We you meant by we have them now, it means you figured out how to use them.
Yeah.
Well, no,
or- oh.
because well, no, because so here's the issue, okay? Is it was saying that to use the blinkers, it's the open parenthesis and close parenthesis button. So I'd been trying to press, 9 and 0, which is open parenthesis and close parenthesis, and they weren't working. So then I tried holding shift and pressing them, and it still wasn't working. So I just changed the controls to 9 and 0, and now they work.
Nice. Hacker man.
I'm in.
Sure.
He hacked the system.
Sure. We're delivering cheese back to Lisbon.
Cheese.
Dude, we're delivering cheese to the lesbians. Let's go.
Yeah. All the lesbians.
They love cheese.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yep.
Interesting.
It's a fact. It's a fact.
Yeah?
Ask one.
Okay, can do.
All right. And let me know what they say.
Shit, am I going the right direction?
Are we going in the right direction? Like not
Sure.
just not in this vehicle simulator, but what about life, man?
This is the
Are we-
wrong direction.
Are we going
Fuck.
the right direction? Are we doing things the right way?
So I haven't used TikTok in a very long time. So
Okay,
what I've started doing recently is just subscribing to YouTube channels that post TikTok compilations.
True.
I find those way funnier.
Good strat. Good strat.
TikTok will never be able to figure out just what I truly want for my For You page. But when I subscribe to these TikTok channels, I get exactly what I want.
It's crazy how good and bad the algorithm is.
Mm-hmm.
It's like good on like a very broad sense where it's like you use it for the first time and then like within an hour you're seeing stuff you like. But after that it just falls off hard. Or just keeps or like you watch or like I have legitimately accidentally liked something with Ben Shapiro in it,
Mm-hmm.
and then I immediately unlike it, and I'm like, damn it. And sure enough, it'll take me like maybe like 30 minutes combined scrolling. I do this thing where if I see something I don't want to see, I try to scroll back past as soon as possible.
Right.
I go like I have like a gut reaction. Like I get it off my screen as soon as possible.
I mean,
That way the algorithm's like, he really didn't like this. He didn't even watch a frame of it.
well, I made the
know.
mistake, Matt, of I never liked any of the Ben Shapiro stuff, but I would
Good.
watch it just because I believe that in order to be able to effectively argue against someone, it's important to understand, what they are listening to. So I would at least, watch the shorts. And then the next thing I know, that's the only YouTube things I'm getting recommended.
Yeah.
And so that ended pretty quickly. But it took me like 3 months of skipping past it all for it to finally stop. I
You
was like,
speed
"Are
ran the
kidding
alt-right
me?"
pipeline.
He really did.
I don't know about you, Matt,
But I'm
but
feeling
when I
22.
started that as well,
Mm.
but when I started watching Hassan's content, there
Mhm.
really was a point where YouTube was like, okay, that's a bit too much, bud, and started giving me ads for like Matt Walsh and Ben Shapiro stuff.
Dude, it is so ridiculous.
It was like after like 3 months after I subscribed to Hassan's channel is when YouTube was like, okay, hold on, bud, we can't, no, we can't have that happen. Let's let you go the other direction. Here's Ben Shapiro.
You want to hear the exact same situation, but the complete opposite end of the spectrum?
Sure.
This isn't even like Democrat opposite end of the spectrum. You ready for this shit?
Hmm.
So I am fortunate in that I'm in a current financial situation where I can contribute small amounts of money to charity. Okay.
Wait a minute.
Shoot.
So I'll donate maybe in total like 100 a year. Okay. Not much.
Mm-hmm.
You know how much shit I get mailed to me asking for donations from all these organizations begging me for their money? Holy shit, it is so ridiculous. I look at it and I'm like, no wonder no one's giving you money. The people who's giving you money, you're harassing them.
Justin?
Well, there's like a system, where people better at math than I am have figured out that probably works.
Wait
It's
a
how I
minute.
responded last time.
Yeah. Was that on the podcast?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it was.
We were playing Castle Crashers.
It was, wasn't it?
Wait, what's going on?
You told the story
You've said
before.
this. You told this story before, and in
I
the
did?
exact same way. Yeah.
Like a professional.
Great.
Very, very. I like it.
Yeah. No, he's got it
Yeah.
down. That's how you know it's
Yeah.
real. He wasn't phoning in
No,
the
I'm
first time.
Look, I'm consistent at least.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's
Yeah,
a good
you-
thing.
Yeah, consistently telling the same story every week. Yeah. That's...
No,
Hey, I couldn't do that. I can't even tell a story correct the first time.
Are you telling me
Listen.
22 episodes in and we've reached the point where I have started to tell a story or talk about something that we already talked about? Damn.
I'm pretty
Dustin,
sure. Sorry, go ahead.
Dustin, tell us something you already mentioned on the podcast. What story, what conversation on the podcast do you want to
like,
attempt to
what
recreate as perfectly as possible?
So when I worked at this trucking company,
Older episode.
Huge. No, I think it's suddenly I remember that one really well somehow.
I wasn't even going to try to find anything else. I was like, I decided I'm just going to repeat that.
Fair enough.
Was there something you want to say, Matt, when I was talking about the watching too much Hassan and they gave me Ben Shapiro?
Watching too much Hassan. Ben
I thought you were
Shapiro.
going to say something like,
There
I don't know.
was something I was gonna say about the pipeline.
crazy.
I forget what it was. But like, see if I put myself back into the mindset. it was just like, yeah, I don't know.
No, okay,
I don't
so-
remember.
I thought you were just
I
gonna
lost
agree
it.
with me. So
I might have dementia.
you might have dementia.
I might also have dementia.
Oh
Yeah.
fuck! I should turn my headlights on.
No, don't do. Oh, nice.
you got a defense for that?
Apparently.
How are you gonna see?
I don't know. I was seeing pretty fucking fine.
Dude.
All right. Dude, the game's telling me I'm tired in a shit.
That's like when the Wii would be like, "Oh, you need to take a break."
I have a. No, I'm not gonna have that argument because it's not. It's a stupid argument. Even I
We've
can
had too
say
many.
it's a stupid one.
Mm.
I think we
Yeah.
reached our limit for today.
You know.
No, Dustin, I don't think we've reached.
Let's
No.
just
Oh.
agree for. Let's just agree for the rest. We're gonna say things no one could possibly disagree with.
All right.
Chocolate's
cool.
awesome.
Wait a minute.
Yo.
Next, you're gonna be telling me it was my goddamn choice.
Yeah. I'm just gonna ignore it.
Sorry, Robert. Go ahead.
I remember reading this the other day, and I thought it was kind of cool. Was opals were recently discovered on Mars?
Ah,
Like the gemstone?
that's weird.
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
You'll find
And I guess
anything
it's
there.
actually notable because I guess the process of opals being created involves like, liquid water.
Oh,
So it's
that's hype.
like, wait a minute. But yeah, no, I noticed it because, I pay attention to news stories like that, but also opal is like my favorite gemstone. So
Bro, we're going to Mars.
yeah, that's
Next podcast is on the
next
Mars.
podcast,
Dude.
Mars.
Dude, we should do a podcast where the video game we're doing is controlling the Mars rover.
Yeah.
That would be sick.
We should do a podcast in Moonbase Alpha.
What? And then yeah. No, because then I would just do the text thing the whole time because that's really funny.
Dude, we only do the podcast in text to speech. All right, I'll pull over on the gas station here and rest.
It's not.
Here
gay
is this-
If it's on the moon.
If it's on the moon. Here is this thing I found. Are you ready?
The other thing I was gonna say. I found this. Blah, 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 blah. I heard this interesting story. So do you guys know rare earth metals?
No.
They're the guys that make Donkey Kong.
Yeah, no. Basically, it's basically it's just elements on the periodic table, but it's ones that are like rare as shit.
Sure.
Okay.
Notably like uranium.
hmm
The largest deposit of rare earth metals was just found in Sweden.
They've been hoarding it this whole time.
Well, it's interesting because currently 98% of the world's rare earth metals are from China.
Oh.
Oh.
And in theory, Sweden could rival them now.
Sweden just joined the game. Holy shit.
Potentially. The question is will they actually mine them? Because the issue about mining them is that it's a very radioactive mine. So, like, for example, apparently there's a rare earth deposit in the United States, in the western U.S. And we just closed that mine down because we didn't want to deal with all the pollutants.
Mm-hmm.
Although, apparently that might be changing soon. So, we'll see.
You guys, okay, guys, how about this? If there, okay, imagine there's like, imagine there's a gold rush,
Okay.
but instead it's uranium,
Yep.
a la Fallout.
Okay,
You
sure.
guys want you, and so the government will pay us to go get it.
Okay.
You want to do it?
Do I get a protective suit?
Yeah, we'll give you one of the cool.
Oh, then yeah, sure. I'd
cool-
fucking do it. I don't care.
You want to go on government subsidized land and go mine uranium instead of do our jobs?
Sure.
I mean, that kind of sounds cool.
With the 49ers,
And then-
the children.
Matt, any job
And
I
then-
can do with you, I would do.
And then we laugh up and we do
Except
the
for porn, I'm
podcast.
not doing that with you.
Coward.
Didn't ask. Literal film major, dude. It would be good too. We're talking about could break into the industry.
I'm sorry. What?
Yeah, camera. I like cameras.
Right, but
I like
what's my
editing.
role in the shoot?
I don't know. Whatever. I don't know. Whatever you want to do.
Oh,
You want to like do
boy.
lights? You want to do lights or something?
Oh, I thought it was the star.
You want to do boom po? Oh,
Please.
and you want to?
Ah. Alright, so like, I once had a minor thought of doing porn.
Don't put those two words together.
Ooh.
No, it's just like a fleeting thought. Nothing serious.
Oh, that's better. Okay, you fixed it.
It's just a fleeting thought. I just thought
Here's
it was
the
like an
question.
interesting idea.
What aspect was? At what point did you realize the answer was no? What was the key reason that you said no? Is what I'm most interested in.
The key reason I said no, take a guess.
Someone goes up to you and is like, "Here, I'm gonna offer you not a lot of money, but like a decent amount of money to do this thing, to do this
Oh,
show,
I'm going the wrong
do
way.
this video." And then I want to know what it is that you said was like no, because immediately I'm thinking of like I'm thinking you're gonna be like, you know, because you really should, you don't want like the kids at school to find it.
That's well, it's less the kids finding it and more the parents. If it came out that like a middle school teacher all had a side hustle as a porn star, that would be difficult to recover from.
Dude, you give me that story on like a newsline, I don't give a shit about it. But okay, so if they say like substitute teacher lives double life as porn star, I see that thumbnail, or not thumbnail, a headline, I don't care about it.
Yeah.
But if it says like substitute teacher who also speedruns video games,
Oh my god.
compound lives double life as porn star, now I'm interested because I want to know how that incorporates into it.
But Matt, like, first of all, I'm thinking not even in terms of substitute teaching, in terms of teacher.
Yeah. Your future.
Second of
So you're-
all, even if the parents didn't give a shit, right?
Mhm.
Even if
Scissor-based.
a school board administration was like, "Hey, it's his free time; he can do whatever the fuck he wants. We can't fire him for that, right?"
It's our fault for not paying him enough.
True.
Let's just suppose they did something like that, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
The issue is that if one person finds out, then the kids are gonna find out,
Yeah.
and if the kids find out, it's game over.
Mr. Stalker, I saw your willy on the internet.
Right, and how do you control a classroom from that point?
Yeah, just go somewhere else. Just do a trade for a different school.
Just say
know
no.
how
That
it
The
was,
wasn't
thing
right?
is
Like
that
football?
that's hard to dodge. Yeah, that's the thing. Is like the easiest way around that is simply to just never show your face.
not me. VTuber.
Well,
Like a VTuber.
is there VTuber porn? Of course there is. There's porn of everything. What am I asking?
Dummy.
Such a
But
silly
what was your
question.
reason?
Was that it? Was that your big reason?
Oh, that was my
That's
main
like the-
reason. Yeah,
That was the biggest reason that
I
deterred you?
truly-
Way less insulting what I was thinking of.
I truly. What? That I
Oh,
couldn't
God.
make money?
I'm not gonna say it. They were too mean even for
It
me to
was
say out
kind of
loud.
implied.
Nah. You don't know what I was gonna say. But you keep going.
Here's the thing: is like it's all about. Look, I'm not gonna go too much into this conversation because it'll get real weird real quick.
Sure.
But it's all about finding the niche market, Dustin. All right. You find a market niche enough, they don't give a shit what you look like.
Dude, you know what it is? He does it, but then he also has the
Who
He
knows?
has
Maybe
the
I'm doing
speed
it now
run-
as we speak.
but he also puts the speed running overlay over it.
Dude, I actually have the world record in making a porn film.
Nice.
Dude. Yeah, a lot of guys have that problem. Oh, I remember what I remember what I was gonna
Took me a
say about
second, man.
the,
That was a fucking good one.
I remember what I was gonna say about the alt-right pipeline.
Oh, we're going back to that, yeah.
What I was gonna say was, in the future, the podcast gets popular. If we somehow find that we are somehow part of the alt-right pipeline, what do we do? Do we just quit the podcast? Do we just
Shotgun.
shut it down?
Clearly, one of us is going to be the problem. So one of us has to get kicked off.
But what if it's
Here's
like,
the issue is I don't see any of the three of us becoming like conservative. At least not to that degree.
Well, that's the thing. You don't even have to be.
yeah, no, like what if like it just turns out
Is
that
this
we
the
joke
direction I wanna
about
go? Uh-oh.
what if we just like jokingly say
Yes.
that we have plans, like what if us saying that we have plans just next January 6th so often, like, or we joke about being conservative, or we say jokingly conservative things,
Mhm.
but then someone thinks that we're legitimate, and then they go down the pipeline. But what if we just do that too much? What if we're unknowingly sending people on the pipeline because they think we're serious?
Hey, if you're listening to us and you're thinking about becoming conservative, don't. That's my PSI.
JK.
All right.
We were just kidding. We didn't mean all
Yeah,
that.
we're totally kidding.
Guys, we said in Minecraft.
In Minecraft.
In Minecraft. You see, they forget the in Minecraft thing.
Yeah. That they do. That being said,
When are we getting Ben on the podcast?
who? Shapiro?
Ben, yeah. Ben Babibo.
Dude, I'm gonna be honest. I would love to have him on the podcast. Just because I would
What?
tear him such a new one.
What okay, you have one question to ask him.
Yeah?
You have one question. We bet you hear the Discord doo-doo? Ben, and it's Ben Shapiro, and it's the profile picture is Ben Shapiro.
Yeah?
And it goes, "Hello. I am here on the Lads AM podcast.
Okay.
You, Rob the Gamer 115,
Yeah.
may ask me a question.
Do you-
What question will you ask me?
Wait, does he have to answer honestly?
I have to answer how I feel Ben Shapiro would answer.
Ah, okay. Shit. So, not honestly to that question. I was gonna make an AOC feat joke.
I have no interest in Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez because I have a beautiful wife who is also a doctor.
So, Xbox or PlayStation? Funny if we got him and just ask stupid shit like that just to piss him.
Just never talking about
everyone.
politics.
Well, a lot of people think that the Xbox Game Pass is a great deal, but that is obviously just perpetuated by liberal media. Physical discs are the only way to preserve your right. Actually, I don't know if you would have that stance. I can't tell. Oh God.
Well, whether he prefers digital or physical media.
Yeah, do you think he prefers physical or digital media?
He prefers
I don't know,
digital
I'd have to
because he can just
think
delete
about
it and claim that it never existed.
Which one is the most transphobic?
Physical
I
or
thought you were
not.
gonna say like right wing or something like that.
Is physical or digital media more transphobic? And then that's the one Ben Shapiro picks.
I would say
Which?
physical media
Okay,
because if I record a video right now as a guy and I put it on physical media, right? And I like send that out to people, right?
okay.
Then let's say I transition, okay?
Okay.
Good luck recalling that video from those people. right?
And okay.
Whereas digitally, I mean, yeah, some people can download YouTube videos, that can happen. But like, not a lot of people do.
That's true. Okay.
So for most people, you can delete the video and they're not going to look for it. I mean, yeah, it will still exist, but like, they ain't going to see it.
Therefore, physical. So Ben Shapiro prefers physical media.
No, Matt. He prefers everyone except for himself to have physical media, but he wants digital media for himself. You see, rules for thee, not for me.
I see. Now what now? Okay. No, I like this. That's a very important question.
I crashed? Oh shit.
That's crazy.
How?
Okay.
It's not rear-ended.
Next time someone says that they like physical media better, I'm just gonna say so does Ben Shapiro and leave it at that. And they're gonna be like, what? Like, yeah. Sucks to suck, man. You just got called out. I don't know, Dustin, what would you ask? If you could ask Ben Shapiro one question.
What implies that boys have to be in the Boy Scouts?
Well, it's in the name, Boy Scouts. and then the crowd cheers. The crowd goes wild. Let's say we lived in a situation where the sea levels rose. Why wouldn't they just sell their homes?
Sell it to who, Ben?
Ben?
Aquaman?
Fucking Aquaman. Dude, it is so funny, Mick. He's funny.
On the one hand,
really
I agree he's funny. On the other hand, it scares me because I know people legitimately listen to him.
It scares me because I used to legitimately listen to him.
Alright, Ben Shapiro's our age, right?
No.
What?
No. He was he not?
Sure.
What?
Not even. I'm pretty sure he's in his 40s.
Wait, who's the conservative that's our age?
Brett Cooper?
The
one that looks like Ben
Milo
Shapiro?
Yiannopoulos? Nick Fuentes?
Why are there so many? Jesus Christ.
Steven
Kyle Rittenhouse?
I don't know. Alright, then here's my question. So, when are we seeing Ben Shapiro run for president?
He won't.
Never. I think it would ruin him.
He's too busy being a grifter. That's all he cares about. He doesn't want to do anything other than that.
Ben Shapiro is 38 years old.
Yeah, 38.
Who was I thinking?
I don't know.
What bigot are you thinking of? Let's guess the bigot Rob was talking about.
Yes.
You know what?
Bigot.
Yeah,
another thing you got to make.
You have any other features of the one you were talking about? Can you describe them?
I just remember they were our age.
The girl Ben Shapiro? Oh, dang it. Guy our age. Christian Walker.
Abigail Shapiro. How old is Abigail Shapiro?
Well, part of it's a guy. Did you not hear?
What did I want? Okay, that's fucked up.
What?
That's fucked up.
What?
What?
You look up how old Ben Shapiro is, and it just tells you. Google just tells you.
Okay.
He's 38. You move on. You look up how old Abigail Shapiro is. The first thing you get is Abigail Shapiro, height, age, boyfriend, husband, family. Oh, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
What are we doing here, man? Wait a minute, isn't that? Wait, one second. I may have unearthed something.
Oh.
I may have unearthed something.
I'm gonna go conservative pundits.
Oh shit! Thunderstorm. What have you discovered, Matt?
Oh my god, they look so similar.
Oh.
Remember that like teacher YouTuber you showed me?
Yeah.
The one I saw. She kind of looks like Abigail Shapiro.
Really?
It might just be the fact that they have similar hair and they're both white. Which, sorry for assuming that they look similar, but they just I saw this one picture and I was like, isn't that the? Wait a minute. They look really similar.
I'll have to look at that.
That was crazy. I thought I was in the Matrix.
Interesting.
No, wait. I can't say that.
There you go. Why not?
That's a. Andrew Tate took that from me.
Oh
Was
no.
Andrew Tate the one you were talking about?
Was it Andrew Tate?
I don't think so. Is Andrew Tate our age? I thought it was older.
No, he's older.
No.
It's definitely someone our age that I was thinking of.
Huh. Was it you? No. Ooh.
I don't know.
See,
Whatever.
You see, that's easy. That's how we get in the alt-right pipeline. YouTube hears me call it Rob him.
They
They
heard
just
us name
understand
like
what
10 right-wing pundits in a row.
Exactly.
Yo,
And that was like,
dude, it's gonna be great when on
Oh,
Spotify
God.
we're listed as an alt-right podcast.
no.
No.
I delete everything.
You would delete. We would start from scratch.
I delete everything. If
Welcome
we
to the
somehow
PM podcast.
if we end up if somehow we end up as part of the machine, I delete everything immediately.
I'm fine with it. Go for it.
I'm not taking any chances. And we start a new podcast.
Lads AM2, Electric Boogaloo.
I'd say him too.
And we never explained why it's 2.
We name it like super woke liberal agenda cast.
No, that might put us back in the same situation.
Wait a minute, what do you mean?
I think we're being ironic or something, because no one actually
I
does
think we're
that.
being like sarcastic.
Oh no.
Because no one actually says those kind of things, except for the people making fun of it.
Oh no, you're right.
Yeah, notice the people who say the word woke are the people who hate people who are woke.
Yeah.
Like, you don't never hear someone going around being like, oh yeah, I'm woke.
Right.
How do we avoid it?
I
Stop
think
being
we
gamers,
just,
probably.
Oh no, I can't do that.
Because that's always where it starts. It starts with gamers.
But the issue
Starts
is,
with
Dustin,
gamers.
is that our whole podcast is founded on the belief that we are gamers.
Well, we have to accept
Dude.
it. It's just going to
Alright, this is
happen.
the last episode of the podcast. I guess we're canceling. Shut.
I can't wait to have someone explain how a Power Wash Simulator sent them down the alt-right pipeline. I am just saying, like that. If that's how where it started for someone, I want to know how they got there.
I mean, you know.
Unless the person playing the game just openly just started saying the N-word.
I mean, Dustin did.
Mhm. Correct.
Totally. I still haven't heard it. I haven't listened to that.
You should.
Do it. Should I?
Probably, yeah.
I found the clip of you saying lunch teacher today.
Oh, nice.
Because it was listed in the TikTok thing, but then I realized that I also
Yeah, I
wanted
think I found it.
But then I went back into the episode prior and I found it, and it'll play it like it'll be like black and white and have like the do 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 do
Perfect.
like flashback.
That's exactly what I was envisioning when I saw that Robert put that down.
Nice.
It's like, that's
Yeah,
all on
that's
the
what I
same
was
page.
envisioning as well, so.
Yeah, we're all on the same page here. We're a team. We're a unit. No one can best that.
Except for Shapiro.
Dude, I would beat up Ben Shapiro.
Same.
I would fight Ben Shapiro.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Did you take him on in a fight?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, Creator Clash. Creator Clash 2.
Oh, please.
Ben Babipo. Dude, we should just get them all in one room and make them fight each other.
Battle Royale.
Wouldn't that be fun? Dude, we recreate Fortnite. Okay, how about okay, well, here's what we
Beast
do, right?
Organizer. Go, go, go.
Here's what we do, right? We recreate Fortnite, and we tell them it's gonna be 50 conservatives and 50 liberals, right?
Yeah.
But that's a lie,
Oh.
and we just make it 100 conservatives,
hmm
and we make them fight for the battle royale.
I forget where I had heard this idea, but I remember hearing an idea someone had for a game show, where the premise of the game show is you get like a house with 10 gay guys in it and one straight guy.
Yeah.
And the straight guy, and every week they vote someone out, and the straight guy has to get as far as he can without being found out. But the twist is that all of them are actually straight.
So what? They all have to act as gay as
Right,
possible.
so they're all acting as gay as possible. All of them are straight. Look, I think it'd be funny as shit.
That actually leads me to a question I've been asking.
Yeah?
Is trying to dress, if someone was like legitimately trying to say that, like, I feel like as a guy, dressing more gay is just dressing better.
Kind of.
Does anyone else have that?
Yeah.
Because I got
stereotype.
I just feel like, and then I'm like, well, you know what? When I think about seeing men, well dressed, I'm like, yeah. Or like if I see, like, I do see, like, yeah, no, they just dress better. They just look better.
It's kind of like the thing with like, people in America say metrosexuals, but in Europe they call them the average man.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just a typical man.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
No, I think that's kind of more like stereotyping.
Hey, I'm saying they dress better.
I mean, you can say that. I'm not saying you can't say that.
I'm saying they're pretty.
There are some stereotypes that have some sort of a basis, but I mean, it is a stereotype. I remember reading. Oh my goodness! Like I've said before, I follow the bisexual subreddit.
Is it just r/bisexual?
Yeah, it's just r/bisexual. And I've seen them post what the stereotypical bisexual things are. And then
tell me Clear Phone, was Clear Phone Case on there?
I believe it was.
Because I've heard that so many times.
I believe Clear Phone Case was one of the ones I saw. It's not the one I remembered, but now that you say it, I remember it because I saw that. I was like, well, I used to have a Clear iPod case like years and years ago before I identified as bi, but like...
You're right. My iPod Touch.
No, the one that I saw that I thought was interesting was khaki pants.
Yeah.
Is it?
Apparently.
Yeah. Not being able to sit properly. That's one.
Not being able to sit properly is another one. Which I question what they mean by that.
Like they just can't sit normally in a chair.
Like they need to.
What do you mean normally?
Like 2 feet on the ground.
Yeah.
Back up against the rest.
Oh yeah, no, I can't do that at all. But that's less like me sitting weird and more just like I get antsy just sitting still.
When I would always, like, in college, I would always sit on the chair, like the big comfy chair, or like was supposed to be comfy chair. I'd always sit on it like horizontally, perpendicular to how you're supposed to sit on it, and like have my legs over one side, be leaning on the other side. That's how I always sat in it.
Let it be known, I am now trying to follow every traffic law as best as I can. I'm trying to put together everything I've learned.
Khaki pants. Specifically, like, beige colored khaki pants?
I don't think it was stated.
Khaki pants. Nose piercings, all that stuff.
Huh.
Yeah.
I haven't heard nose piercings. I could see it though.
Hey, I'm an ally. I know this stuff.
Yeah, man.
I'm bisexual.
Yeah, man.
I don't apparently.
Hey, you know what? That's quite all right. What's the Good one. Good one, man. It's crazy how a log didn't just shoot out the back and impale you on that one.
I don't know. Can you turn red on red in Europe? I just did. It didn't tell me I couldn't, so I guess you can.
Wait, mate.
That's the other thing. I don't even have to follow American driving laws. I'm following like European driving laws. It's all backwards.
Dude, Australia. Is there an Australian version?
Maybe.
Or it's all upside down?
I know
You
there's.
have to, like,
I know there's
drive.
a US version.
You have to drive like a. I don't know. What do they drive?
Oh.
What do they drive in Australia?
What do they drive?
Yeah, what do they drive in Australia? Do they got trucks? have
Unicycles.
Ooh, huge. Okay. I mean, like, what do they got to do? Move fish? What are they transporting from one side of Australia to the other?
Not much, because
The same
everyone
things
lives
are
on the same
transporting-
side.
As well.
We're gonna have to do some research. What goes on in Australia is what I want to know.
Not much.
I want to know what the average. What's the average day like for an Australian? You wake up, you go to the bathroom, it flushes the wrong way, and you go, nice, right?
Wake
That's really the
up,
first thing.
wake up, cook a shrimp on the barbie.
What is that every meal?
Yeah.
Breakfast, shrimp on the barbie.
Dude, I
Lunch, shrimp on the
did.
barbie.
I did a
The country
report.
cross on the drink.
Wait, I did a report on Australia in middle school. And I remembered it so well because I had put in the report like the most Australian lingo imaginable. And I recently found it. I'll look for it later.
Getting started. Hints and tips, huh?
Dude, anything I want to move that's like gonna make money will cost money. Yes,
Yogurt.
Yeah. Now we're gonna
Oh,
do the electronic.
no. Oh. No. Dude, imagine dude, imagine a yogurt truck just flips over and just a bunch of yogurt spills out.
I mean, shit like that happens.
No, but I mean, like, it wasn't filled with like packaged yogurt.
Oh, it's just literally filled with liquid yogurt.
It's just filled with yogurt, then it spills out. That'd be crazy.
Yeah.
We should do that.
Yeah?
Fill a truck
Yeah.
up with yogurt and spill it.
Yeah, why not?
Well, for a
I
number
paid
of reasons.
two of my
for-
friends to drive a truck filled with yogurt.
across Europe. Well, really
if-
just Spain and Portugal.
And if they spill it, they don't get $1 million. That's a lot of yogurt.
Yeah, is it?
Yeah, no, one of the guys is gonna be like, "That's a lot of yogurt," and it's gonna have like text on it.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of crazy how, like, Mr. Beast's videos,
Yeah.
just everything about the style is so bad. I
Go
just
on.
I just hate the way like it's edited. I
Mhm.
don't think any of them are particularly funny. I don't like just any of that. Like, I understand the concepts are fun or whatever, but everything else about his videos are just terrible. I feel.
It really is just like perfectly formulated to be as annoying as possible, but also to be like as attention grabby and
Didn't realize it was 5
and like
a.m.
everything just moves so fast
Yeah.
that like the odds of you getting bored, overwhelmed, being I guess I could definitely see. I definitely have watched them and been like a little bit too overwhelmed by how fast they were going.
Yeah.
Or just by how much was being shown, especially when it's not super clear what's going on. But you're definitely never like bored while watching it.
Yeah, I
Definitely not.
mean,
I think
that's
just.
I think you both
I
nailed
think-
it. On the one hand, I'm never bored watching a video. On the other hand, I never laugh at the videos.
Yeah, they're not. They have like a weird like boomer dad kind of humor energy.
I'll say it. Carl
Or-
Jacobs, not funny.
Okay,
Nah.
shit.
Dude, yeah, say it. Get the Minecraft stands in here.
I'm calling
we-
you out for Creator Class 2. Even though we are definitely different weight classes.
Fight me in the GCW, Carl Jacobs.
Yeah, how's GCW going? Good.
Dude, I saw a fight that I was in that Shane posted to his YouTube channel,
How'd you do?
and I skipped to the end, or I looked at the end and I saw that I was in the end, so I'm like, yeah, I'll watch it. I lost. I'm not very good, man.
Did you lose to one of us?
No, it was just some guy.
We're all
okay.
just bad.
I'd rather just. There
Oh,
are people in there are people in GCW that it just feels weird talking about GCW when Shane's not here. He's made it. No, but like but there are people that I know personally that are in it, and I'd rather lose to them. But there are other people that I don't know, and I'm like, I don't want to lose these. I don't even want to fight these people. I don't know them. Oh, I had the idea of potentially putting our GCW characters somewhere in like the picture I was showing you guys the other day.
Ooh.
What I call the set.
Maybe
what I've
make
been
like an
calling
old poster or something with them.
I was thinking of doing like either like a wrestling poster, or if I could try to make it like one into like a card, like it looks like it's a cardboard cutout,
That'd be
Okay.
funny too.
just like saying on the wall. But I think I'm gonna have to go with poster because I don't have. So, basically, I think I mentioned what I wanted to do on the podcast
Yeah.
before,
Uh-huh.
but now it's in kind of more a not physical.
Digital.
It's in a digital, not transphobic manner where it exists now, and I can look at it and I can edit it. And I showed these guys it the other day.
These bozos.
And these bozos, these
couple of
dudes, these lads, if you will.
Heyo.
You know, maybe
These lads in
uh,
the AM.
these lads in the AM. I showed it to them. They gave me some feedback, and I incorporated all of it. And now I'm just trying to figure out how I can move some stuff around to get everything to fit. And I think I had a banner in it that had that said it's about the podcast, not the gameplay.
Yep.
I think I'm gonna get rid of that in exchange for a poster that says the same thing, but it'll just be smaller.
Okay.
It'll
Yeah,
be
sure.
smaller, and then I'll have more room for some other reference. I put George's bra in there.
Okay.
Nice.
It's on the wall. I need to find a ref. I need a reference for Stanley.
All right. Let's keep some surprises for the listeners to find.
Because I wanted to ask if you guys knew any.